Alright, this is going to be the first matchup between Team CRG and Rasta on Train. This is going into the 9th round for the first map of the best of 3 in the EMS UK qualifier. Looks like they're not ready for knives, so they're going to do a restart real quick. And it looks like I'm going to be casting it solo today because nobody else got back to me. Well, here goes the second 11-3 for the knives. As we do see no fancy strats. Oh, we do see a fancy strat. Look at that. We see Rasta doing a fancy strat. As they are man up in this 9th round, they're probably going to get their side choice. Here we go. Rasta starting on counter-terror side, and Team CRG going terror side into the first round of the first half of the first map of this best of 3 series. I'm going to put up the volume a little bit, because I'm not listening to anyone. Spray. Alright, I'm not sure if there are any mercs going in for either team right now. I think they're both full rosters. I may be mistaken though, if someone wants to correct me on that. I think Rasta might be using one, but I don't know who it would be. Both full teams. There we go. So we're going live into the first round. Rasta on CT and CRG on terrorist team. As we do see some USPs and grenades being bought up for the terrorists. No armor, so we're going to see more of a pick-off and, oh, there's one armor. We're going to see more of a pick-off and map control strat as opposed to just trying to plow in anyone. As we do see exactly a 2-1-2 setup, bomb being left down, and we're seeing the terrorists spread out and look for picks here. 3 of the counter-terrorists are waiting for an inner peek, but there's no terrorists going inside, so they're not going to get the free kill. Instead, they're just going to push up, and they're going to get a massive flank off onto Bowser. The counter-terrorists are not outside at all, but Bowser's looking around for the flank now. This could be really bad for, yep, Team CRG. Loses ladder control, loses inner control. Now they're confined to coming out just of outside Ivy and going to the back halls. That's all they can do. I'm going to turn down the volume because I'm getting this glitch that I hear someone running around even though I'm not on the screen. CRG is going to bring the bomb back around through Ivy, try to sprint it through Z connector into inner. They know inner bomb site was undefended because Rasta did do a flank at ladder and regained outside control. So CRG is going to force a plant, but the bomb planter does get taken out. Looks like Pritch is in an unwinnable situation as he has 4 health against 4 Rasta members. Great play by Rasta there. They had the nade stacked, cocked for the inner push. There was no push, so they decided to walk peek it, and CRG was just out of position at that point. They lost ladder control, which means they lose front bomb potential, and they lose the ability to go back inner because they lost white halls and red halls. So great play by Rasta there on that pistol round, and we're going to have to see what CRG decides to do. It looks like they're just going to do a full inner sprint and try to just brute force all the way through and get a bomb plant. They are with blocks, so they want to look for a bomb plant here so they can buy up 3rd round with rifles. As they do get the plant, this is a great round for them so far. 3 versus 4, 3 for CRG. They do only have blocks though, and they're in pretty shitty situations, so every kill they get though is going to be really good for their economy, as it's going to hurt the counter-terrorist economy. If Bowser's able to pick off this one in the back, he doesn't, but that's still 2 pickoffs. That's armor, MP5, that's a lot of money that's being taken out for just a Glock buy with 1 Eagle. They got the bomb plant. We're going to see rifles here, 100%. Nope, they're gonna eco one more time. They got the bomb plant and they showed Glocks, so they're probably thinking, okay, the counter-terrorists saw that we did this, they're gonna upgrade, we're just gonna use deagles, we're gonna get another eco round, maybe a bomb plant, maybe kill all their guns, and screw up their economy, so next round when we buy, they're gonna be on a low buy. Here we see 4 or 5 nades out mid, as CRG just rushes straight out middle. No counter-terrorists are there, basically showing themselves to get taken out, but Chanboy and Pritch just at the back lanes just doing work with their deagles. If they grab this bomb, they might be able to get a free bomb plant, as this is now a 2 versus 2. Great positioning here by CRG at the back lanes. Kita is going to rotate down ladder, and Tucker's going to come out from Z. So both of the counter-terrorists are rotating from front side, as both terrorists are backside. The last terrorist is spotted back bomb train, so Tucker's just going to post up and wait for him to make a move, but no move may be made, as he's just going to hold. He moved. What a player. Chanboy is gonna come. The bomb has been tapped. Shoot him! You see him in the smoke? LCD, 120 hertz. 100%, 120 hertz. So we do see, I don't understand, CRG still won that round because the counter-terrorists didn't have a kit, but Chanboy didn't see him in the smoke. So if the counter-terrorists stuck that bomb, he would have gotten that defuse 100%, because Chanboy couldn't see him at all and wasn't even shooting at him. He was just shooting randomly, but the counter-terrorists got scared basically and got off the bomb. That's going to be really bad. As Ben picks up the first round, the counter-terrorists are on eco. They lost their ops. They lost their rifles. They lost that to another eco after the round after they just upgraded. They upgraded because the terrorists showed Glocks and they got a bomb plant. Ben makes a second pick off of the round here. He sees a third one. He can get a third. He legs him. Looks like the terrorists are going to just regroup and I believe come down ladder. Yep, they're coming down ladder and they're just going to take it outside. They already made just now the third pick off. So they have outside control. All they have to do is lock down Z and lock down Heaven. They see one Heaven, boom, he's dead. Last guy's Z. I think they spotted him. There we go. CRG is now picking up the momentum they need. Rasta might be on a second eco here in a row just because, yep, here we go. Another eco just because their economy was screwed up on the second round. They upgraded and then they lost that eco. So this is a second eco round. CRG is in a great position here to keep this momentum, and they might just try doing pick-off strats, or I wouldn't be surprised to see a hard down ladder right here, as 3 of them are going through the white halls. Counter-terrorists are set up 2 inside, 3 outside, and they're just going to hold for a push. Team CRG knows that the counter-terrorists are going to be on eco, so they're just going to set up, checking. I've seen them do this on like season as well. They just hold, you know, ladder and inside push, and they're just basically making sure that every choke point is covered and the counter-terrorists cannot push through any one choke point without getting spotted. They need to make a move though sooner rather than later, and they need to just group up and take something or send a scout. Ben is regrouping to go inside. So we're going to see a full inner hit right down the lower ramp. They're going to check for players on the light. There we go. And they're going to go and get the bomb plant on top of the train. Jake is playing in the bomb site, but he gets taken out after he makes a pick off. Decent play by him. Tucker is going to push across upper inner, but CRG already has a bomb site and they have rifles against pistols. Pritch is watching the flank. So CRG is basically going to win this round with no contention, as the roster members are just going to die one by one with their deagles. They could have played a little bit better with their deagles. They didn't basically utilize their deagles well enough. They didn't play up close enough in their faces. They didn't do a push strat, and they didn't do a stack strat. On those eco rounds, you gotta be desperate, and they didn't do anything desperate. They just played like default spots almost, and CRG just long ranged them at inner. Ben doing another huge pickoff at the start of the round. That's, I think, the 3rd or 4th in a row now. So he's opening up these rounds and making them 5 versus 4 on T side of train. This is a really good situation for CRG yet again. Rifles on the roster members, but we are going to see CRG going to switch back towards inner, I believe. Maybe they're just taking a little bit of Ivy control and inner control before they want to do anything fancy. But we do see Rasta doing a bomb train stack. So Rasta evens up the scores 4 versus 4. As CRG should probably decide to make their way back inside. They do have Bowser posted up on upper ramp, and he's going to go for a pick inside. He's going to look around and try to kill any rotators. If they throw a smoke down lower ramp, then it's going to pull the rotator out of Z connector, and it's going to allow for CRG to just absolutely crumble, or make Rasta crumble, that is. We do see Ben making another pick here, as he does just peek aggressively outside, but he's by himself. He's just going for solo picks. Bowser does go inside, and he makes the pick off on the inside player. Chamboy pushes out Ivy. These guys are just hitting from 15 different angles, and they're just picking off players one by one. Chamboy knows that he's 5-lane somewhere, just hanging out, but he can't really get the spot on him, as Ben does pick him off. I can't even follow the action, just because it's happening from 5 different angles at once. I don't necessarily agree with this, because they're just playing solo aggressive picks, but it seems to be working for them. So either they know how Ross is playing, or their ops are just next-gen game sense players. As Ben does make another initial pick into the round, Rasta members are on eco yet again. This is their third eco of their counter-terrorist side, as they're just peeking one by one into CRG's guns. So this is going to be another round won by CRG with basically no contention. I'm going to switch over to Kita, as he is the last remaining player. He's going to be trying to creep up White Halls towards ladder, but Red is right here, and he's going to get the pick off 100%. And there it goes, another round to Team CRG on their T side of train. And this is great for them. They just have to keep this momentum. They know the counter terrorists are probably going to buy here, so I don't know. Their pickoff strats have been working. I'm gonna look at Ben, because Ben's been making this pickoff every single round. And if he can keep this up, then it's another round one for CRG, and we can see that this map is just gonna be a total blowout. Ben misses his shot this time. It's probably because I was spectating it, but not to worry. CRG has this awesome momentum. They have the confidence. They're going into these rounds, and they're just gonna plow all the way through. Bowser and Red are doing their boost inside so that no feet are spotted when they cross. Kita was pushed up in the one-way smoke though, so he's going to get a nade off. Bowser is going to creep around to inside, and he's going to post up on upper ramp, and he's going to try to make a pick off at inner again. As we do see Tucker making the pick off on Ben this round instead of the opposite. Ooh, Tucker rotates to inside and makes a pick off from Z into upper. This is 3 members of CRG versus 4, or now 4 on Rasta, as Chamboy does come out and make a pick off. But again, CRG, they need to start working together. They got the pick off strat one by one on the previous rounds, but that's not going to work the entire time. It's not going to work when you're not basically hitting your shots. So statistically speaking, it's going to work less times than it's going to work, and they've got to just start figuring that out and saying, okay, we got these lucky rounds, we have a great lead, let's start working together, and either taking things heavy as a full team right off the bat, or take things heavy slowly with map control. We do see Chamboy in a 1 versus 3, 10 seconds left on the clock. He's going to try to get his gun and save it, but he runs into 2 counter-terrorists crossfired at inner, so he's going to lose his gun. The terrorist should have enough econ to be able to buy up again, as we do see 1 rifle bot, an op, and more rifles are being bought right now. I want to see them do, since they have 2 ops, they should probably do like outside with 2 people connector and 3 people ladder. That'd be nice to see from them. But we're gonna see their same 2-1-2 default setup. Ben is coming to T-connector and he's gonna look for a pick, but Debaser is on the trains and he's able to pick into T-connector and get that free kill on him. Bowser is gonna switch back over to middle with Red and grab that bomb and possibly the op, as Chamboy does make a pick off at Ivy. Terrorists do control Ivy now, 4 versus 4. Chamboy is going to walk out of Ivy. He's going to take a look at back lanes and see what he can do. Smoke goes off back CT stairs, flash goes back bomb train as a counter flash is applied into Ivy lane. Debaser is able to make a second pick off of the round as he is playing in hell, but he has been spotted now. Chamboy is just going to post up on him and get this kill. Here we go. Chamboy gets a kill, but Tucker responds with a trade kill from the back lanes. Hida is doing a flank from inside all the way into T connector and makes a pick off on Bowser. Now it's Red in a 1 versus 2. One player was spotted T connector, but he shifted to ladder. He doesn't know where he is now. Red is creeping back bomb right now, and one member CT stairs, and he's going to shoot him in the side while the other member rotated to inside. So I think that CRG should probably try working their pick Ivy, if not plow outside through T connector and ladder, as we do see Chamboy just working them at Ivy, and they're getting out every round. They need to have one person watching the flank, because Kita does like to do the flank. I've seen him flank about 4 times now, as we do see the terrorists doing a 2-1-2 yet again. Kita is looking at inside with a grenade cocked through his one-way smoke. I can barely see through this. I don't know how he sees through it. As Ben is creeping all the way through inside. The nade is thrown, so I think Kita might have seen it. He's spotting feet right now. The smoke dissipated, so he's just getting out of there. He's switching positions. Tucker is coming inside. 3 terrorist members are going to be working inside, while Chamboy and Pritch are going to work Ivy together. Just the 2 of them. Terrorists are just holding for a push inner and a push ladder. Ben is posted up on Z connector, but Tucker is all the way out of T connector already. Oh, I'm trying to find him. He is looking at lower ramp, but if he shifts to Z right now, he's going to get picked off by Ben. Nope, Ben misses his shot. Tucker's going to peek back out. They know Ben is now upper inner, which may... Oh, Ben makes the pick off, so it might pull the counter terrorists to rotate inner. I think the terrorists should just throw smoke down and rotate back outside. No, the 2 counter terrorists are rotating inside, and the terrorists are playing right into them. This is going to be a huge face-to-face, head-on battle here. Jake is flanking inner, and he's going to get Pritch, who's watching the ladder flank. Here we go. Rasta had the rotate before CRG even took the site. Chambo is just going to be able to pick off one more player. It's a 2 versus 2. They know one player is flanking. He's going to force the bomb plant. He's got low time, so he has to do that. Ben is able to pick off the flanker, but he knows that the last remaining counter terrorist is upper ramp, as Chambo just spotted him as well. And Chambo is going to take a peek out at him and take a shot. Debaser is in a 1 versus 1. He knows that the remaining terrorist is upper boilers. He smokes off the bomb, and he's going to try to get a defuse going. There is a smoke covering him, so Chamboy's going to have to... Chamboy can't see through smoke! This is the 2nd time! This time the counter terrorists stuck the bomb and defused it all the way through, while Chamboy could not see them at all through the smoke, and they got that defuse going. Yeah, the smokes in this game are really powerful post-update. Chamboy's just going to come outside with Ben, and they're doing the fast strat that I was talking about. They're just coming outside heavy and just plowing through through Rasta now. I think they should have done this maybe a round or 2 ago. Chamboy does throw a flash into Z, but it's going to hit his teammate who's running to plant the bomb. 5 CRG members outside versus 4 Rasta. Make that 3 versus 3. What the hell? People are dying left, right, and center. I have no idea what's going on, but there is one counter terrorist spotted back bomb, as Red is going to pick off him and one other. Kita is in a 1 versus 2. Spots one player in held, but the other player is back bomb. Kita's going to have to smoke the bomb and stick it. He's doing my trick. Oh my god, it might work. And he gets a defuse. This is incredible, dude. I've revolutionized the game. People are stealing my tactics. We do still see 5 rounds for CRG though, and they lost the pistol round, so this is still really good for them. They have 5 gun rounds. If they pick up 1, 2, maybe 3 more, then they're going to be set for CT side. It's going to be a walk in the park for them. Counter-terrorists are just setting up normal. Terrorists are setting up their 2-1-2. It's kind of unnerving to know that they had outside control early. They had the pick off. They got the bomb plant, and it was a 2 versus 1, and they still lost it. I think they shouldn't lose confidence based off of that, though. They know that the strat worked. They know that they can kill them by doing that. So I want to see them run it again in another round or two. Maybe they did it spawn based, as the terrorists are still just going slow as hell. Counter terrorists are just popping flashes around and making sure everything's clear. Chamboy is out back to trains though, with Pritch, who's creeping up. Jake was spotted on back 5 lane. Chamboy is going to be back bomb, and he's going to go for the pickoff, but Jake is going to pick him off earlier. Ben is looking for an outside pick right now. 3 CRG members left with an op versus 4 Rasta members. Actually, CRG has 2 ops, so it'd be interesting to see what they can do. With 20 seconds left on the clock, they spot 1 back bomb. They're waiting for him to make a move and basically peek and die. So I'm going to spot on Ben and see what he's going to do with this back A-train player. He's going to look for at his flank before he does anything else. Red is going to come for the flank from 5 lane. This is huge for him. If he's able to pick off another player with a flash going front bomb train. He spots 1 Z connector. Ben is crossfiring with him. Red is back bomb. They see that the players are on the bomb train. But no defuse, and he peeks. Kita's able to pick him off, but he doesn't have a kit. He has no kit, so he's just going to stick the bomb, and this is going to be really close. No kit, no defuse. Round for CRG. Great round by CRG. Red, huge with those flanks. He does that consistently. I've seen that in like 3 rounds now. Makes huge flanks from back bomb train and picks off 1 or 2 players. Crucial impact frags. Puts Rasta onto another save. They were on a kind of a force buy there. That's why we didn't see a kit. If he maybe stuck on the bomb immediately instead of looking for a kit, they would have won that. But we won't know because that's not what happened. As we do see Rasta going a little bit aggressive with their pistols. I don't think that CRG knows that they're on eco. Now they know. Red makes the initial pickoff. I don't know. I think that's at an inner. But Chamboy and Pritch are just going to walk out of Ivy. So I'm just going to keep on them as Kita is coming back calls with this mole guy. Kita might be able to get a huge flank off. There we go. 1 kill for Kita. Pritch is walking down 5 lanes. He spots 1. He's able to take him out. Kita was spotted. He probably shifted 6 lane. Pritch doesn't know where he is though. And Kita is going to pick him off as well. Kita's just playing really ninja. Ben and Red are both going to go inside and just get the pick off. They have the bomb. They know the last player's outside. They're just going to post up and wait for him. Kita's making a lot of noise flanking through ladder. Ben doesn't know though. He's going to get a huge flank off on Ben. Last player, Wild One, is playing by flatbed. Kita does know! Oh my good lord, dude. This makes up for the last round, I think, where Kita didn't have the kit to defuse a bomb. He just played, that's a 4K on an eco. He flanked 1 Ivy. He flanked 1 who was running into Z from Ivy lane. He flanked 1 at lower ramp, and then he pushed the guy at flatbed. 1, 2, 3, 4 kills. The defuse. That's 7 frags on the scoreboard for him. Huge round for Kita. We do see a deagle by CRG, so this is their money being screwed over tremendously. We do see 3 CRG members making their way towards Ivy. I don't know if they're going to push through this smoke or not, but we do see a 4th member now. They're going to do a plow. Last member is going to be coming down ladder. I'm going to look at Ben on this round to see if he can make a huge frag. They know that they can get out Ivy. They've been getting out Ivy pretty much every round. Just Pritch and I think Chanboy. So I think they're going to try to do this with their deagles. Just walk right out and try to get back hole and force a plant back stairs side. Jake is going to peek into Ivy lane from back halls as we do see the execution from the terrace. Jake is just peeking left, right, and like back and forth. The base are already on the flank, but he's going to get flanked by Pritch. As Pritch does miss on his back. Another round 1 for Rasta. 6 rounds for the terrorist so far. All of them gun rounds. As Pritch makes 1 kill before he goes down. Last round for the terrorists. They're going to be on their full buy here. AKs and no op in hand. 1 op in hand. I'm going to watch this opera as he does have the good spawn to make an outside pick. It is on Ben. Team CRG did come outside quickly, but the Rasta members are hiding under trains, and they're able to make the pickoffs 1 by 1. Smokes up. Impossible round for CRG. This is going to be halftime, 9-6. Oh, as Ben, I might have to hold my tongue. Ben does make 2 huge pickoffs, but Jake is underneath him and picks him off. Overall, I think that was still a successful half for CRG. They got 6 rounds on their T side of train without the pistol. If they win the pistol right here, they tie it up 9-9. And it's going to be looking really, really good for them. So, here we go into second half of the first map on train of the best of 3 series. As we see all 5 of the Rasta members coming inside. They're just going to plow straight down lower. They don't give a shit. Nope, they're going upper. Now they're going lower. Pritch is pushed upper inner. Mole is going to go for the flank on him, but Kita pushes him head on and takes him out. 4 versus 4. Bombs in the bomb site. Terrorists have really good map control right now. CRG members are rotating. 2 of them still stuck in Z's, 2 of them back lanes. Mole is just pushing the back. And if he can make a pick off here, no, he can't make a pick off, but he made a great delay at least. Wasted CT bullets, slowed down the rotation. Kita is going to get taken out as well. Huge retake by CRG right here. If Tucker can't make a play right here, then this is going to be round 1 for CRG. This is exactly what they needed to get back into the game. Here we go. Scores are now 7-9 for Team CRG. CRG just won their CT pistol side, so we're going to see 2 gun rounds from them as the terrorists are going to save. They did get the bomb plant, and as I'm just scouting through here, I don't see deagles, so we're going to see a rifle buy on round 3. They do have smokes and flashes to get them control of the site, and they are going to lean on inner. We see Pritch playing upper inner with a FAMAS, so he's going to get the early call for a rotate. As he makes 1 pickoff, he's going to repeat 2. Bomb is planting in the smoke in the site. Pritch lets him plant. He gets pushed from Mole. Huge round by Rasta. This is going to be great for them on their 3rd round. We need to see CRG doing a buy up next round, as CRG needs to just pick up and clean up this round. 1 member left for Rasta as he goes down finally. So, great eco by Rasta. They've got 2 guns down and they got a bomb plant. That's 2 bomb plants. We're going to see rifles 100%. Yep, here we go into a surprise buy. The counter terrorists are opting up. They are dropping their MP5s. They are buying up. They predicted this. So we're going to see the first gun round on the 3rd round of the second half. As we do see heavy inside with smokes outside. Actually, this might be heavy down ladder with 1 IV, 1 T connector. Yep, it is. As we do see the terrorists just exploding right through this ladder smoke. 5 lane smoked off, bomb lane smoked off. Ops outside. Great position for Rasta. This might go in their favor this round, as it is a 4-on-3 already. Bowser goes down. He was in cubby. Pritch is rotating through Z connector, and Ben is back of bomb train. Ben is able to make 1 pickoff. If he's able to make a 2nd pickoff here before he goes for this planner, he's in a great position here. If he picks off this hell guy, he can pick off the cubby guy. No, he gets taken out. So Pritch is in a 1 versus 3. This is now an unwinnable situation. He should just probably save, even though it's just a FAMAS. He should probably just try to save it, but he's going to get taken out as well. Huge round by Rasta. I love the execution, just 3 down ladder, 1 T connector, 1 Ivy, smoke went, bomb train smoke went 5 lane, believe a smoke went Z, so that's great cover for them. They got straight up the ladder, 1 out T connector, 4 of them just basically collapsed out, front side of outside, and took control of the map. It's great to see from a terror side to not be scared to just go out and challenge them. As we do see Debaser just going for the initial pick outside. We do see counter-terror set up kind of passively in a default setup, and Debaser is just picking them off one by one. Looks like with those 2 picks that the terrorists are going to drop down ladder and come outside. Debaser are going to make a 3rd pick of the round. The counter-terrorists are just playing into him one by one. And I see CRG getting into a slump every so often. I saw this when they were playing last week on Dust 2. I saw them doing this, I think, on Season a little bit on their terrorist side. They need to just stick together on these rounds, and these are going to be huge rounds because they have to double save, I think. Yep, here's a double save because they lost the surprise buy, and it's just really bad for your economy. You're buying up, you're upgrading your guns, and you really need these rounds. Scores are now 11 rounds for Rasta to 8 rounds for CRG. CRG is on counter-terrorist now on the second half. As we do see another fast, just outside, straight down ladder strat. Rasta members do think CRG is on eco, or on gun round, but they're going to take Z control before they go for the bomb plant. Ben is in a nice sneaky position outside. I'm trying to flick over to him. Here he is. He's able to pick off 1 in cubby. If he does a smart, no, he doesn't. He freaks out and he shoots too early. Kita looking for a flank. Pritch is going to be the flanker as Debaser makes another pickup frag. Kita does get that frag on the inner player. Tramboy is solo coming out of Z connector. I would just save my deagle, dude. Save that flash. We are going to see another heavy strat down ladder outside from Rasta. They know that the strat is just plowing through CRG, so they're going to keep doing it. As they spot 1 on top of 5 train, Ben out of position, goes down. Bowser in Z goes down. Chamboy back bomb is going to try to make a pick off, but he's just smoked out. He can't do anything. Chamboy gets a team nade before he gets taken out as well. CRG in an awful situation here. They're just getting plowed from outside. Absolutely, they're just plowed. Pritch is going to save in White Hulls, and he gets spotted. He makes a 2nd pick off. Terrorists are going to go and chase for this kill. They have enough money, they know exactly where he is still as he's just throwing shit. When you're saving and you want to, you know, kind of sneak around, you don't want to start throwing shit because that gives away your position. Mole does get the kill full blind. Really, really bad situation for CRG to be in as they are going to be on another eco round. Rasta setting up with heavy towards ladder. This is they know that CRG's on eco. I'm watching Debaser as he is gonna peek out mid. This time he's not gonna be able to make a pick off. He spots aggressive pushing, so he's gonna tell his teammates to go inner. As Pritch does make 2 huge frags at inner bomb site. Ross is down to 2 members. CRG finally adjusting their eco strats by getting right up close into their faces. They're doing something desperate. They're pushing 4 people through T connector. They're getting really aggressive with their deagles. It's 2 versus 1, 2 for Team CRG on their CT eco. Kita is going to look for a pick out of upper. Still a winnable situation. He has 50 seconds, but CRG has the rifles. Successful eco for them. They need to maintain this momentum. They have the money, but now Rasta also has money for a buy round. If Rasta loses this one, I believe they will be on a save round. But Rasta is just crushing them by going outside every round. So I want to see the same strat with the smokes going again. They're going to split off into a 2-1-2, just a normal setup. Ben is going to see some action here at Ivy in 1 second. As Pritch does make a pickoff at inner. Counter-terrorists are rotating towards inner prematurely right now. Off that one pick. The terrorists still haven't made a move yet, so I'm going to switch back to Ben. Smokes are going outside, sorry. And we're going to see 1 down ladder, 2 down ladder, 1 Z connector, and 1 Ivy. Ben is going to see some action here in a second. So I'm just going to focus on him. As the nade does go off at Ivy, Ben makes a pick off at Ivy. He's going to switch over now. He knows there's no action over here. This 8K shooting is really annoying, so I'm just going to watch him. Red is just spamming through smoke from back bomb train. The baser is now left in a 1 versus a 4. He spots 1, but Ben is able to pick him off. Great hold by CRG. Rasta, not too sure what kind of happened there. Kita got picked off. They tried to do a boost at red halls, where an opper gets on the ground and then someone gets on his head so he can shoot anyone who's spotting feet, which is how Pritch is playing inner. But Pritch just shot him up before he got the shot off. We are going to see the smokes and outside strat by Rasta, flying through ladder right now. Ben is going to take him out from back bomb train. Another great hold by CRG, picking them off long range. I think the smokes might have missed, or CRG is just finding holes in the smokes to make these pickoffs. We do see Tucker just jumping around the courtyard, trying to figure out what to do, but Pritch is on the flank. Another great hold by CRG. They know the smoke strat, and they're adjusting to it. It's still a really powerful smoke strat, so it'd be nice to see Rasta do the same smokes, but instead of going out ladder hard to outside, instead they just send 1 player ladder and then 3 players go Ivy and 1 out T connector and just do a hell pinch and go back hall or something instead of coming out ladder and going front side courtyard. But we do see another eco by Rasta. They have deagles, they're hanging about above ladder, but they are going to go towards inner. Smoke down the ramp and they're just going to plow it. Blooms. They're smoking the bomb lane. They're going to plant inside the smoke. Another great eco. They got the bomb plant. That's all they needed. CRG's on the retake right now. Ops at the back of the lanes. They know that the terrorists haven't pushed up too far, so they're just going to get nades off exactly where Rasta members can be, as Mole is going to get a nice flank off. Last terrorist is spotted, sidewalk lane. Jake is going to make 1 pick off. If he makes a 2nd pick off, it's going to be huge. Bomb has been tapped in a smoke grenade, though. And Jake's on his head. Jake was on his head, but missed the shot. Scores are now, Rasta was 9-6 first half. CRG has 12. Rasta has 13. In the second half of the first map of the EMS UK qualifier. We see Rasta doing their outside smoke strat again. They know that it has a high success rate, so they're just going to plow out ladder. CRG knows how to counter it now, so hopefully they're able to make some pickoffs. We do see Red in heaven. This is the first time I've seen him in here, so he might have a huge round. He got spotted because he threw a nade, but he still should be able to have the potential to pick off a couple of players at the very least. As Jake is coming out of Ivy. Red does spot this. He calls it for his teammate. Pritch takes him out. Red knows 1 player is underneath him. He's going to take him out. He's just hiding in heaven right now. Take him out, please. Oh god, this could be bad. He flashes himself. We're going to switch over to someone who's not flashing himself. Mole is going to creep around. He's going to flash into heaven. He's going to push up and get a kill off onto Red. Chamboy is holding back lanes. He can get a trade off onto Mole. Here it goes. Kita is back ladder train. Tucker is coming down ladder right now. Chamboy is 5 lane. He's just going to wait for this pick. Wait for this peek, that is, from ladder lane. Kita is taking it slow. Ben is just watching his flank. Chamboy is just going to go back towards inner. They don't know where the remaining terrorists are. Bomb is down in hell. I don't think the counter-terrorists know this, though. So they're just watching their flanks for now, which may prove to be bad, as Chamboy does pick off Tucker, who is flanking him. Great play by CRG. Red played it, I think, too passive for my liking, but he did make the initial pick off, which is good. He got the spot on Jake coming out of Ivy as well, so successful play, in my opinion, even though he went down a ladder and died. Mole played that well as well, getting the flash into heaven and pushing up. Scores are now 13 up, as we do see the same smokes going outside for Rasta, as they are going to do a plow. Nope, they're not going to plow down ladder this time. They're just going to do the smokes and just hang out and let the CRG members just kind of figure out what the hell's going on. Red is just spamming through the smoke, and that's all I can hear on my sound for some reason. Source spectator bug. As we do see a smoke down lower inner, terrorists are going to walk around to upper. Pritch is going to come up the ladder, so we're going to see action right here in a second. Pritch is going to lose inner bomb site, as Mole does get the crouching slide peek on him. Terrorists are going to execute with smokes going down lower ramp. CRG members are rotated inner already. That's 2 ops and a rifle inside already, and the terrorists are now just executing into the site. Terrorists are running across upper inner. We're going to see Red just pick them off through smokes and long range. CRG is going to win this round and make it 14-13 on their counter-terror side of Train. Jake is the remaining player, but he gets taken off as well. I think even though Pritch made the aggressive play and died, he got that information that he needed for his teammates to rotate inner, and his team was so quick. They were inside before the terrorists were, and that was huge for him. We are going to see a heavy Ivy attack from the terrorists, as one player is going to come out to connector and flash twice for him. Terrorists should have free reign of Ivy lane, as they do push out back lane, take out Pritch. Red is going to spray them down from hell. He's going to take out 2, make that a 3rd, as he just gets a 1 dig onto a player pushing him hell, and a 4th frag for him at Ivy lane. 15 rounds for Team CRG in the second half of the first map. Train. Match point for them. Rasta is going to be on a buy round here. They just saved for their ops. They are going to do a heavy inner or ladder attack right here. Looks like they are going to take inner. I'm going to watch from the POV of Pritch, as he just gets a huge nade off. Picks off 1. Spams around. He's going to get some flashes off. He's getting his teammates to rotate. He's going to pull out his deagle. 2nd pick off. He knows that they're coming in. 3rd pick off. Huge play for him. He's going to pick up an AK. Can he get a 4th? No, he goes down before he can get a 4th. Kita's able to pick him up, but Kita's in a 1 versus 4, and that's game for CRG. Huge first half by them. They got 6 rounds on their T side, all gun rounds. They didn't get the pistol. They won pistol on CT side, then lost ecos. They regained momentum, and they just rebounded. Huge. Really good play. I'm glad to see them rebound like that. Rasta, amazing outside strats. Really good pressure on their 3 ladder, 1 T connector, 1 Ivy. Once they knew that CRG was catching on and it stopped working, they should have done it as a fake. We saw them try to fake it one round where they didn't actually execute, but it would have been nice to see them execute out Ivy with the same smokes and really take it to the counter terrorists, as I saw that their eco round was they got out Ivy and they got the entry on Pritch. They just didn't have guns, and Red just sprayed them in the back. If they had guns and grenades, it could have worked, especially with smokes going, oh yeah, for sure.